The Chicago Bears are on a mission to improve their roster in 2025, and their latest move proves they're serious about getting every detail right. While most of the headlines in the NFL offseason are dominated by big-name free agent signings and high-profile trades, the Bears made a quieter move that could be just as impactful for their future: the re-signing of veteran long snapper Scott Daly to a one-year contract extension. Now, I know that a long snapper might not sound like the most glamorous position on the field, especially when we're talking about an NFL team with big goals. You might be wondering, why are we talking about a long snapper? Well, the answer is simple: consistency, stability, and a position that can make or break a game in the blink of an eye. When Scott Daly joined the Bears practice squad in 2024 after an injury to longtime long snapper Patrick Scales, no one really knew what to expect. Daly was a relatively unknown name, at least to most Bears fans, but that quickly changed. Daly was elevated to the active roster in Week 1, and from there, he took over the long snapping duties and didn't look back. Over the course of 17 games, Daly became the team's primary long snapper, handling the job with poise and consistency, and for a position that often flies under the radar, his steady performance was anything but unnoticed. This move to extend Daly for 2025 might not be the most eye-popping of all the moves the Bears have made this offseason, but it speaks volumes about what this team values. Head coach Ben Johnson and general manager Ryan Poles are not just focused on getting star players in the big positions. They understand that football is a game of details, and in order to be successful, you need reliability at every level. Think about it. Special teams are crucial. You've heard the saying, the game isn't won or lost on special teams, but you and I both know that's not entirely true. Special teams can absolutely make or break a game. Whether it's a blocked kick, a missed extra point, or a botched snap, a breakdown in special teams often ends up being the difference between a win and a loss. So when you have a chance to lock in a reliable guy like Daly for another year, you don't let that slip through your fingers. Daly's presence on the team is even more critical when you consider the injuries that have plagued the Bears' special teams in recent seasons. Patrick Scales, the team's longtime long snapper, was a staple for the Bears for years. But injuries have kept him sidelined for 2 full seasons, including 2024. And while Scales' contribution to the team can't be overstated, Daly has proven he's ready to carry the mantle. By bringing Daly back, the Bears are sending a clear message. They're ready to move forward and focus on consistency, even if it means transitioning away from a beloved player like Scales. What makes Daly even more valuable to the Bears is his youth and reliability. He's not just filling in for someone else, he's now the guy for the job. And while long snapping may not seem like a star position, let's not forget how often the Bears' special teams unit has been under scrutiny in the past. This is a position that requires precision and focus, and Daly has shown time and time again that he can handle that pressure. The Bears needed someone they could trust, and Daly proved that he could get the job done with no hiccups. But Daly's return doesn't just end with him. It also plays a major role in the overall stability of the Bears' special teams unit for 2025. Kicker Cairo Santos and punter Torrey Taylor have both been solid contributors to the team, and the fact that they're both under contract for the next 3 years brings even more continuity to the unit. With Daly re-signing for the 2025 season, the Bears will have their special teams core locked in place. That's huge when you're trying to build a championship-caliber team. Think about it. Special teams are often the difference makers. Sure, we all love a high-powered offense and a stout defense, but it's the clutch kicks, the perfect punts, and the flawless long snaps that can shift the momentum of a game, and those aren't the kinds of things you want to leave to chance. That's why this move by the Bears to bring Daly back is so significant. They're locking in that all-important stability on special teams, ensuring that all the pieces are in place when it matters most. Now let's talk about the larger context of this move. While the focus on Daly's re-signing is important, it's just one part of a bigger picture that we're seeing unfold with the Bears. General manager Ryan Poles has been making moves in every direction to improve the team. The Bears are sitting with the 6th highest salary cap space in the entire NFL heading into free agency. That's a big advantage when it comes to signing key players, whether they're stars in the making or solid role players like Daly. But it's not just about adding players with big names, it's about filling key roles with players who can get the job done. And that's exactly what the Bears have done by securing Daly for another season. The Bears are positioning themselves for success by locking down all aspects of the game. They've signed key free agents like defensive tackle Grady Jarrett and center Drew Dalman, while also making sure to secure the stability of special teams. These moves show that the Bears are building a well-rounded team, not just focusing on the flashy positions, but also getting the foundational pieces in place. Let's take a step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture here. This isn't just about one player or one position. This is about a culture shift. Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson are building a team that understands the importance of every detail. From the front office to the field, the message is clear. Success comes from the small things. It comes from getting the job done with consistency, whether you're a superstar quarterback or the long snapper who never misses a beat. The Bears are all about getting it right in every phase of the game, and Daly's re-signing is just another example of that commitment to excellence. And it's not just about now. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, the Bears have positioned themselves to not just compete, but to thrive. The roster is looking stronger than ever, with key players locked in and others on the way. The combination of cap space, high draft picks, and a focus on retaining core players like Daly puts the Bears in an enviable position. They're not just building for the present, they're building for the future. Every move, every contract, every decision is part of a larger plan to create a team that can contend for years to come. In conclusion, the re-signing of Scott Daly may not make the front page headlines of every sports website, but it's a move that speaks volumes about the direction the Chicago Bears are headed in. It's a move that shows attention to detail, commitment to stability, and an understanding of what it takes to build a winning team. The Bears are locking down their special teams unit while also making moves in other areas to improve the offense. It's the kind of move that Bears fans can get behind. It might not be a flashy signing, but it's a smart one. It's a move that keeps the Bears focused on what matters most, getting better and competing at a high level. What do you think, Bears fans? Are you excited about Daly's return, or do you think the team should have gone in a different direction? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Chicago Bears news and updates.